For over a decade, Drake was untouchable. A mogul in music, a certified hitmaker, a titan in the industry. His career was bulletproof. Until it wasn't. The streets of hip-hop had long whispered about Kendrick Lamar, a reclusive but deadly lyricist with a reputation for striking only when necessary. Many thought he had retired from the battlefield, choosing art over war. They were wrong. What started as friendly competition turned deadly in 2024. The murder of Drake's ego wasn't an act of impulse. It was a premeditated execution. Like any legendary battle, this animosity didn't happen overnight. The tension had been brewing for years, with a series of small altercations and coded threats leading up to the fatal moments. I'm Nina Stacks, and this is Clout and Consequence. Flashback to 2013. Kendrick Lamar's verse on Control sends shockwaves through the rap world. He calls out Drake, amongst others, declaring himself the best rapper alive. Drake responds in interviews, subtly dismissing Kendrick's claim. The war begins. From 2016 to 2018, subliminal shots are exchanged. Kendrick drops The Heart Part 4, hinting at Drake's use of ghostwriters. Drake claps back on Duppy freestyle and continues to reign supreme. For years, Drake had mastered the art of being everything at once: the emotional hitmaker, the pop-savvy rapper, the lover, and the fighter. He could croon about heartbreak on one track and then turn around and drop a menacing verse about his enemies on the next. And for a while, it worked. But by the 2020s, something had changed. The once versatile artist had started leaning heavier into his tough talk, claiming mob ties, issuing threats, and painting himself as a figure not to be trifled with. The problem? Nobody was really buying it. Drake wasn't from the trenches. He wasn't a street rapper. He had come up as the charming, relatable guy who could rap and sing. His upbringing in Toronto's wealthy Forest Hill neighborhood was well documented. He was an actor before he was an MC, and while he certainly had industry muscle behind him, the rap world saw a growing disconnect between his lyrics and his reality. The shift didn't go unnoticed by his peers. Other rappers, particularly those with real street ties, started looking at him differently. To them, Drake's increasingly aggressive persona wasn't just performative, it was disrespectful. Kendrick Lamar, ever the tactician, knew exactly how to exploit this. From 2022 to 2023, no direct shots, but the tension lingers. Drake and J. Cole form a closer alliance, seemingly freezing Kendrick out of the so-called Big Three conversation. And in 2023, Kendrick is left off a first-person shooter, a track where Drake and J. Cole declared themselves the top two rappers in the game. This may have been the final insult. March 2024. Like That drops. Kendrick sends a clear message. There is no Big Three. From here, the crime unfolds with precision. April 30th, 2024. Euphoria drops. It wasn't just a diss. This was psychological warfare. Kendrick didn't just aim for Drake's music. He aimed for his character, his credibility, his very existence. Then came 616 in LA on May 3rd. More blood, more wounds. And yet, the victim was still breathing. May 5th, 2024, Meet the Grams. This was not a song. This was an ego execution. Kendrick called into question Drake's personal life, his relationships. The hip-hop world stood in silence watching as the once mighty OVO empire began to crumble. But the real kill shot came next. If Meet the Grams was the crime scene, Not Like Us was the celebratory parade after the job was done. This wasn't just another diss track, it was a cultural event. The song was infectious, hypnotic, impossible to escape. It wasn't just for rap fans. It became an instant anthem, dominating charts and airwaves. It broke streaming records, proving that not only had Kendrick won the beef, he created a hit while doing it. They Not Like Us became the war cry, a reminder that no matter how much Drake postured, he was an outsider trying to play a role he was never meant for. The very persona that Drake had carefully crafted over the years, the smooth yet ruthless kingpin, the pop star with an iron fist, was now the thing that might bury him. In May of 2024, Not Like Us hits #1. In the wake, Drake attempts to reclaim his throne. He releases Push-Ups and tailor-made freestyle aiming to counter Kendrick's blows. However, these tracks failed to gain the traction needed to revive his standing. The public had made up their minds. The damage was done.
The Grammy goes to Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar.
If Not Like Us was the bullet that ended Drake's reign, the 2025 Grammy Awards served as a public funeral. Despite being a diss track, a song meant to end a rival's career, the track had transcended the beef, becoming a cultural juggernaut. It wasn't just a hit, it was a phenomenon. The Recording Academy took notice. When the night of the Grammys arrived, Not Like Us didn't just win, it dominated. Best rap performance, Not Like Us. Best rap song, Not Like Us. Even nominated for Song of the Year. With each win, the camera panned to Drake's camp, silent, expressionless, watching as the very song that destroyed his credibility was now being celebrated by the industry he once controlled. For Kendrick, this wasn't just a victory, it was history. A diss track had never won this many awards before. February 9th, 2025. Kendrick Lamar took the Super Bowl stage, delivering a performance that would go down in history. Among his set list was the now iconic Not Like Us, a track that had not only decimated Drake's ego, but also propelled Kendrick to new heights. His performance was electric, captivating an audience of millions and solidifying Kendrick's place at the pinnacle of the rap game. The song's success had opened doors, leading to this moment, a crowning achievement in a storied career. Drake's ego now lay in bloody ruins, a testament to the power of lyrical warfare. Kendrick Lamar, the architect of his downfall, stands unchallenged, his legacy cemented by both his musical prowess and his diabolical strategic acumen. This case is closed, but the story will be told for generations, a cautionary tale of pride, rivalry, and the high stakes of the rap game. I'm Nina Stacks, and this is Clout and Consequence.